it's me. This is my actual 13th video because I said the previous one was the 13th, but it was actually the 12th, so I didn't actually check. Moral of the story, you should check things before you put them in a video and put them out. But, I'm assuming you will forgive me. Forgive me. So this one is kind of, okay, no, it's related. I'm just like, it's tangential, it's not tangential. So I am starting to work out again, and I kind of got to watch that. Background on the working out side is last week I threw out my back, putting down an empty laundry basket. That's some bullshit. The problem is that my core strength is non-existent. So my general strength is kind of non-existent because I haven't worked out in fucking years. So I have the structural integrity of a fucking Jenga tower. And I figured I should probably work on that. Maybe a little bit for non-back throwing out purposes, because honestly, if I'm gonna damage myself, I want it to be doing something interesting. I want to be like, oh, I threw out my back wrestling a bear, not I put down I have to repeat, empty laundry basket. That's some bullshit. So I'm gonna start working out again so I can not do that. And generally, okay, so I am hypermobile in all of my joints, according to my physical therapist, which means that when I go to her office, because all my joints are hypermobile and they're just Gumby, and I don't have the muscle tone and strength to just hold everything in together, I go in for tune-ups, kind of like a car. And generally when I go in, she puts in 3 ribs, 4 vertebrae, a shoulder, and sometimes my skull back into place. I did not know that pieces of your skull could move. I thought it was one whole thing. I was wrong. Fun fact, when your physical therapist is going in through the roof of your mouth and pressing up behind your back molars to move the front of your face back into place, that shit hurts. It sucks. I don't think I can work out for my skull. I don't know that I can do that, but I can work out to keep the rest of me in place. And I feel like that's probably something I should do because I shouldn't be throwing out my back putting down a laundry basket at age 33. That's kind of silly pants. It's actually more than a little bit silly pants. That's bullshit. But this is something I have to watch because when I had my first eating disorder, when I was 16, it was not anorexia or bulimia. It was generic eating disorder because I had elements of both, because it turns out that compulsively overexercising is a form of bulimia. I wasn't throwing up, but I was exercising and really overexercising and not eating. I'm eating now, which is great, and I'm about that. Every so often I remember that everybody else is walking around not being hungry, and I'm all over again. Because I spent 33 years not knowing that. 33 years. That's some bullshit. Just bullshit everywhere. And since I'm going to be working out again, I already walk a lot. I walk 5 to 10 miles a day, 4 to 5 days a week, just because my walks are my zen time. However, because I was really, really heat sensitive earlier in the summer, because apparently I'm allergic to dust mites or whatever, and so I was on Claritin, but that made me super heat sensitive, so I was getting heat exhaustion walking outside at all. So I couldn't walk outside for my 5 to 10 miles, so I actually just walk back and forth across my kitchen for hours, and I'm actually really happy doing it. It's my zen time. I read and I watch movies and I just contemplate the universe and have conversations with my friends who aren't there. because have you ever, I can't be the only person who does this, when you like think out conversations ahead of time or like parse conversations you had previously, when the other person just isn't there, you're just thinking through conversations that might happen. I do that a lot. It's a thing. But I already walk a lot. Adding like strength training, I need to watch that. Not because I'm going to injure myself strength training, because quite frankly, I don't enjoy it very much. So I'm not going to overdo that for that reason. But historically, that's been an issue. So watching that. And otherwise than that, I'm doing quite well with the whole eating thing. It's great. I enjoy it. I contemplated going plant-based like 2 weeks ago for health and weight loss reasons, and then I was like, no, that's stupid. I don't like plants that much. And also, you will take my shrimp from my cold dead fingers. And my dumplings. And generally everything. No. So that was a thought that happened for like 4 days, and then I read more about it, and I was like, well, this sounds like it sucks, and it's way too much effort, and I don't want to do it. Which is good, because I feel like that's kind of a potential, for me, not for other people, for me, like a segue into a like side eating disorder, because I'd be like, I'm eating only plants, and oh, I should not eat many plants because I still have issues with volume, but plants are very, very, very calorie not dense, and so I would not be eating enough. I'd be hungry all the time and be like, but I'm eating plants, why is this not healthy for me? And it would be a whole fucking thing. So that actually occurred to me literally right now, and it's a good thing that I didn't end up doing that. Go me. Anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, my lovely humans. We didn't have Katsumis today during my video. This is very exciting. It's progress. Thank you, kitty cats. Love you much. Bye. Mwah.